What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we're going to review the 4-pack that is the Power Beast pack exclusively from Kohl's. Alright guys, so as you know, this pack was supposed to be an international exclusive pack, which they did come out, I believe, in Canada way before it even got close to being released down here in the States, and out of nowhere, Kohl's ended up getting a ton of these, and Kohl's actually ended up getting a huge centerpiece or end cap, which had a lot, well, basically the entire Mix 11 assortment, a ton of Spin the Ripper trucks. It had the new Max D play set, the backflip set. It also ended up having a couple other cool things with the Monster Dirt, with Alien Invasion, Gravedigger, and it was really, really cool. And that was about a month ago that came out, so I'm just getting around to this now, which is pretty crazy. But this is the 4-pack, the Power Beast pack, which the main thing with this pack was the truck's tires. However, a lot of these trucks, there's really nothing different on the, I guess, the die cast or the casting of these trucks. But however, I do want to take a look at the packaging here, because just like the exclusive Black Friday 5-pack of the Fire and Ice, once again, Spin Master does a nice job with the packaging. On the side here, we got Dragon and Horsepower, and then we got the 4 trucks on the back, which is El Toro, Megalodon, and then we have Dragon and Horsepower, and then right there, you can easily see it. This was at Kohl's for $15, which it isn't that bad if you're like me and you have a Kohl's Cash or a Kohl's Charge account. It's really not that bad. However, if you don't shop at Kohl's and you end up getting this, then I can see that being an issue. However, a lot of people that do customize these trucks and customize trucks, the cool thing with this pack is definitely the tire colors, because those things are a pain to customize unless you're really, really good at it. But not bad. I mean, it's a 4-pack. I personally haven't seen this 4-pack in Target or Walmart or anything like that. I haven't even really seen it on Amazon as much, but now you probably will, since it's been a month later. And on my recent trips to Kohl's and everything, this 4-pack has been completely sold out. So let's crack this thing open and actually take a closer look at all 4 of these trucks. This is actually one thing I wanted to throw in real quick, and one thing I really like. So these trucks are actually held in by these small rubber bands, if you can see them, and I actually took these out. I didn't even have to destroy the packaging or anything like that, which is pretty cool. You just cut them and the truck falls right out. Alright guys, so here they are. They are actually in the studio, and this is the first time I'm really taking a hard look at any one of these trucks. Very cool. So this is pretty cool. Now, if you're not a collector or a customizer, I honestly would not go out of the way to get this, because honestly, I don't think there's really anything different besides the tires, the rims, and the chassis on these trucks. So if you're not a hardcore collector, I would probably stay away from this and avoid this 4-piece pack. But if you collect everything, or even if you customize, this pack is really good for customizers, especially with those rims and tires. So that's pretty cool. However, this pack is $15 at Kohl's. Now, online you can probably find it a little cheaper if you're lucky. However, from my searches on eBay, they have been pretty much higher than that, anywhere from $25 to even $40 I've seen on eBay, which is pretty crazy. But nonetheless, the exclusive 4-pack, I'm going to start ranking these trucks in order which I think from least to greatest. And yeah, so let's start that countdown right now with the truck that I believe is probably the my least favorite, I guess, out of the 4. So let's start that off right now. Alright guys, so here it is, my personal opinion, the truck that I think is the worst out of this whole pack, and it's none other than the El Toro Loco. Now, honestly, I'm not going to try to judge this off of, well, the way I'm judging this is just how this looks in this set, because each and every one of these trucks, we have seen at least a couple of these, or a couple variants of these trucks released this year, and obviously on the casting and the body and the paint, I don't think there really is a variant on El Toro here, as it basically has the same paint job, the same flames. There's really nothing different casting wise. The main difference with these trucks is obviously everything else. So this truck does have a bright red chassis, which I like. However, the thing that really throws me off with this truck, and I don't know why, is I do not like the color of the roll cage and the tires. It's just a very odd kind of I don't even know what color to really say or to call it. I just honestly don't like it. Now, it does kind of look like the tires on Horsepower, but Horsepower does have more of like a goldish kind of tint to it. These are kind of like a clay muddy color, and honestly, to me, I don't really like it. Now, this is the first time we are seeing these color tires. Maybe they would be better with a different color truck other than red, but to me, that kind of just throws off the whole energy of these trucks, and I don't know, honestly, I really don't like the color of it. The chassis is the same color as the tires, and it just looks like a truck that's been through clay and the clay dried, in my personal opinion. However, as for the truck El Toro itself, very nice. I mean, I kind of wish what they did was they changed the color up on the truck, maybe made it the yellow El Toro or the black El Toro. We've been seeing the red El Toro, this body type and paint job, for so long. You know, this was their chance to put maybe the black one or the yellow one. Now, I do know, I think we are getting the yellow El Toro later in Mix 15 this year, or Mix 14, one of those two. So, I don't know, maybe they should have made the black El Toro with the flames on it. That would have been kind of cool. But, yeah, because of that, and because of this tire color, I don't like it. That's definitely truck number 4 out of 4 for the Power Beast pack. Alright, so now moving on to truck number 3. Alright, so truck number 3, it was kind of a no-brainer between truck number 4 and number 3. I really like the truck I picked as number 1 and number 2, but this one, I don't know, I just kind of feel weird about it, and it's none other than the Horsepower truck. Now, Horsepower, we haven't seen a lot of this year. This is one truck, when the zombie invasion got announced, that I was really looking forward to seeing as a zombie truck. However, I don't think that's going to happen this year. Maybe next year. Hopefully in Mix 3, if they make a Mix 3 of the zombie invasions, that would be kind of cool. However, this is the second time that we're seeing this truck. Actually, second or third. I believe the first time we saw it this year was the fire version of the truck. Then we ended up seeing it in the Reveal the Steel, which is pretty cool. And now we're seeing it in the Power Beast, which, the odd thing about this is I don't know why they chose yellow. My guess is they're going to choose yellow for the chassis and the tires because the yellow in the Horsepower name. Other than that, I really don't see why. Once again, this truck, I don't think there's really anything different on the casting. The ears are still the hard plastic, the main is the hard plastic, the tail's the hard plastic. There's really nothing much more different about it. However, this is the first time that we are actually seeing the same paint scheme and color scheme as the Horsepower from 2019. So that's pretty cool. And then you got the chassis, which is basically like I would say it's kind of like El Toro's. Actually, what's actually compared it to here? I don't know if it is the same. No, El Toro's more of like a pinkish, dirty-ish, muddy-ish red. This is more kind of like a brownish yellowish, which is kind of odd. I don't know. I feel like they could have picked something different for yellow. Moving on to the tires. The tires, I kind of thought they looked good, but the more I look at them, you know, when you compare it to like Dragon and especially Megalodon, it's kind of like weird to me in a way. I don't know, the yellow kind of throws me all off. Maybe if they did a different color than yellow, but however, I do like the tires. They're kind of like that goldish, more like a lighter gold. As I put Dragon here, Dragon is more of a darker gold with the tires, and it might be hard to see the difference here on the camera, but you can definitely tell a difference the horsepower tires have more of a brownish color, and the Dragon tires definitely have more like a greenish, kind of goldish color going on with them as well. But horsepower, nonetheless, a cool looking truck. I love this casting, to be honest with you guys, and I love the concept of the truck. Just I feel like maybe yellow was not the right color for this as well. But now let's move on to truck number 2 in this set. So truck number 2 in this set, in my opinion, is a truck we are seeing a lot of in 2020, and it's none other than Dragon. So Dragon, this one I think looks actually really good. I like this Dragon. Now, Dragon's kind of a tough truck for me, because I feel like they kind of use it and abuse it. I wouldn't say it's up to like a Gravedigger standard, where Gravedigger's kind of like everything, but Dragon is definitely one of the trucks that we are seeing a lot of this year. This might be the 6th or 7th time this year in 2020 alone that we are seeing another version of Dragon. And at this rate, I feel like Dragon is going to be the next employee exclusive truck, just because we are seeing it so much. We did see this one before as a zombie truck, which got recently released around the same time as this one got released. However, I think this one might be one of the better looking Dragons of the year. So we got the normal casting here, really nothing changed, just your typical Dragon casting, no variant. I wouldn't say there's a variant. Then we have a dark green chassis, which kind of matches the color of the truck, and dark green rims. And then we have a brand new tire color, which is kind of like this goldish color, and we have a gold roll cage. So that putting together with Dragon, it actually makes it pop, makes it look very nice. I like this, and I think this one truck right here, for a lot of collectors, or not even collectors, but a lot of customizers, will definitely get this 5 or 4 pack just for this truck alone, because the tires having this gold color and this gold chassis, but the tires exclusively for customizers with custom gold trucks or anything like that, that is the main reason for this 4 pack. And I really like it. I think this look really makes Dragon pop. I think it looks very well done, put together. It has a clear windscreen, which I think all these trucks actually do. And overall, I really like it. I think it looks good. I like this truck. I wouldn't say it's the best looking Dragon of 2020, but it's definitely near the top 2, maybe top 3. But like I said, the only thing really hurting it is we are seeing Dragon a lot this year. But other than that, in this pack, it's definitely better than El Toro and definitely better than Horsepower. However, it is not better than the next truck and the final truck in this 4 pack. And the number 1 truck in this 4 pack, honestly, if you guys know me, you knew it right away. It had to be this one. None other than Megalodon. So this thing is very well put together. We've seen Megalodon a couple times this year. Megalodon did get its own playset, which was really early this year. We also did see Megalodon as a ride truck, which that is currently making its way around the states and everything in Targets and Myers, more Myers than Targets. And then we also did see Megalodon as the very first zombie invasion truck, which was very cool. However, now we're getting a new take on Megalodon. This is pretty cool, and I like this concept, and I like what they did. So this is a perfect example of how a color pattern on a truck and a color scheme should work. So you have the normal Megalodon casting here with the normal paint, normal everything. Nothing different here. Moving on to the chassis and the tires. Now we have seen Megalodon with this blue chassis before and these blue rims before. However, we never seen the truck with the silver roll cage and the silver tires. So it is very awesome to see how the roll cage actually matches the undertone color of the shark, and it actually matches the color of the tires as well. And with that, and with the bright blue chassis, it really makes this truck pop, really makes it look good. I love everything about it, and one thing I'm really happy about is they did not make these tires and the chassis a dark blue. If they would have made that a dark blue, I don't think this thing would have the same appearance as it does. I really like this Megalodon, and besides the zombie truck that we saw this year, this one might actually be one of my favorites. Now, the Megadon truck that did come with the playset, it kind of looked like this one. The only real difference is it had white tires and a white roll cage, I believe, but this one actually just looks a lot better in my opinion. I like the darker color, the contrast of it. I like how the color flows. I like how everything flows with it. The color palette, the color scheme, everything on this truck is nice and 100% the way it's supposed to be. And also the fact that it's a shark. I don't know, I just love this truck for some reason. But out of the whole mix, and not trying to be really biased, but I really do believe this is the best truck out of the whole 4-pack. A lot of customizers will definitely want these tires. Definitely the tires off Dragon. I don't know about the other two trucks, but I think this 4-pack definitely was an eye-opener. It was something out of nowhere, something that I personally never thought would come to the United States. I thought I would have to like order it overseas, but however I did not, and a lot of you guys did get lucky too as well, getting it in Kohl's. And once Kohl's does run out of those, I don't know if we're gonna see them. I haven't seen this 4-pack in Targets, I haven't seen it in Walmart's, I haven't seen it anywhere, and now with the Walmart exclusive 5-pack for the Fire and Ice for Black Friday, I don't know if we're going to see this again. So if you guys did not get a chance of picking this up at Kohl's when you had the chance, you might have to pay eBay prices, and that could be scary. But with that being said, let me know in the comments what you guys think is the best truck. If you guys like El Toro, or maybe Horsepower, maybe even Dragon more than Megalodon. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video very shortly.